Good morning. Welcome back for another episode of Alter Eagle. First, I want to start by apologizing for not having an episode out to you yesterday. Life's been happening. I know a lot of listeners can relate to feeling overwhelmed and nothing is working out. You know, it's that idea that if you try harder, it actually is counterintuitive. And it's September. I love September. I love fall. I'm not the crazy pumpkin spice girl. I have a lot of friends that are, and hey, more power to them. I appreciate them, and that's their thing, right? If you're a pumpkin spice girl or guy, rock on. Like, rock on with your pumpkin spice self. What am I trying to say? Pumpkin spice self. PSS. Remember when you would write notes in school and you'd put PS and then you'd put PSS? Did anybody do that, or was that just me? And then we folded them. We used to fold them, and remember we'd make them in those little triangles and we'd like flick them across the room. Do you remember? I feel like somewhere I have saved notes that boys wrote me just because I'm that girl. Yeah, that's me. I'm magical. Okay. First of all, sorry, I didn't drop an episode yesterday. I had some interviews lined up for the topic that I've been really wanted to give a lot of focus to and attention to. The last episode that aired, episode 32 that came out last Monday, was with my friend Larry Vincent, good friend of mine from California. Amazing human being, and we connected. He took my class at Soul Cycle, and then I got to know him and his, family, and learned about their daughter's battle with cancer. I mean, since the age of 6, and she's in her 20s now. And while she doesn't have any active tumors, she still has tumors in her body. They're just not active. And she is one of those remarkable human beings. We actually call her a unicorn because she's so rare. And when you meet Jordan, she smiles. She has this positive energy about her. She always finds the positive. And a lot of the stories that Larry would tell me about her journey and her battle with cancer was that. And there was one time in particular where it was probably the first time him and Nettie noticed that she really was struggling, that she really felt self-conscious, and she had radiation. And, when they do radiation, they have to put marks on you in Sharpie where the exact points. So they hit those points every single time. And a lot of those were on her head and her neck and like invisible areas. And she felt as if the kids at school were going to start to really look at her differently. And so that's the episode. I want you to listen to it. I don't want to give you a spoiler alert. If you haven't listened to it yet, what are you doing? Why are you listening to this one? And go back, listen to episode 32. But the other thing that Larry introduced me to was Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. If you're not familiar, go to alexslemonade.org. So ALEXSLEMONADE.org. It's this remarkable foundation that was actually founded by, she was 4 when she went to her parents. Now, Alex Scott was diagnosed right before her first birthday. And when she was 4 years old, she went to her parents and said she wanted to do a lemonade stand to raise money for the doctors to find a cure for childhood cancer. And she did. She had a lemonade stand with the help of her brother, Patrick. And her first lemonade stand, she raised $2,000. And after her passing, when she was 8 years old, her parents kept this going. It has raised more than $300 million since Alex's first lemonade stand, has become the largest independent childhood cancer charity in the U.S., funded more than 1,500 cutting-edge research projects at nearly 150 institutions across North America and Europe, supported nearly 30,000 families through key programs like Travel for Care, helping cover costs so families can access treatments their kids need. Check out Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. So my goal this month was to focus on childhood cancer. A lot of the interviews that I had scheduled, because it's such a busy month for them, because a lot of things were sort of happening and crisscrossing and having to reschedule this and that. Life, right? We all can relate to this. I realized I was in a bind with having an episode this week. As a theater person, former professional dancer, we improvise, right? I basically just told Tammy, I'm going to record something. I'm going to put it out and just apologize to the audience and say, I'm not going anywhere. Stick with me. Because it's important for me to be real with you. It's not that I didn't make the time. It's just that the time got away from me and nothing was working out in my favor. But is it something to get down about? Is it something to harp on? No, it's not. I just wanted to be honest with you and explain. But I also want to hear from you, because I know there's a lot of you who are listening right now who have stories. Primarily, I am looking for stories focusing around childhood cancer, whether you are a doctor, a nurse, studying cancer research, a professor, you could be a parent, a loved one, any family members. You could also be someone who battled cancer as a child and you are now an adult in remission. I want you to reach out to me. So there's a few ways you can do that. One is Facebook and Instagram, and I put those together because to me they are. Facebook is a little difficult because some of the message that I have received from people, I've responded and then somehow my response bounces back. So I'm figuring that out. But you can still try to message me, leave your contact information in that message, like your email address, and I will email you directly from my email. You can also message me on Instagram. So both of those are Alter Ego Podcasts. The Instagram, it's all one word, Alter Ego Podcasts. Send me a DM. Reach out. Say, hey, I'd love to talk. I have a story. I am this, this, and this. Also, is there anyone listening who works with animals, dogs, emotional support dogs for children with cancer? I want to hear from you. So those are the first two ways you can reach out to me. Facebook or Instagram or both. And then the second way is just email me directly. And maybe this is just the way to go. But still, if you want to just message me on Instagram, that's fine too. My email, and I'm just going to give you my email, lcrago@butlereagle.com. lcrago@butlereagle.com. Send me an email. I am currently updating the Alter Ego website and looking into, I should have an email through that. But you know what? It's like there's so many things on my list of to-dos, and the prioritizing, that's kind of at the bottom right now. I want to hear from you. Send me a message. Check out alexslemonade.org and enjoy this week. It's a beautiful week. I think we're going to have some rain at the end of the week. Now I'm a meteorologist, but enjoy it, right? I think these stories are, not just a reminder of, how short life is, because I want our focus to be partially on that so we can be like, you know what? I'm alive today. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my belly. I have a job. I got a car. Might not be the one I own. That's a whole nother story. We don't even have to get into that, because when I tell you that life's really been happening, it's been happening for sure. But listen, we're all in it together. If you're going through a tough time, if you're struggling right now, trust me, you're going to get off the struggle bus. It will happen. Start making some moves. Do what you got to do. And believe in yourself. Reach out to me. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Have a great day. Bye now. Thank you for tuning in to Alter Ego. Join me every Monday for a new episode, and be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Follow us on Instagram at Ultra Eagle Podcast. Until next time, stay safe, stay hopeful, stay kind.